Okay, my name is Wade Hendrickson, and I work for Flavor Oars in Flair County and Discover and Uncover in St. Johns County. Long story short, I had a great job when I was 18. I was telling you earlier, I worked at the Boeing company building aircraft for like 14 years, but the whole time I struggled with started kind of with alcohol, abuse of alcohol, but then came the drugs and kind of like marijuana. I think a lot of people marijuana at first, and then last came like the cocaine. Long story short, I abused cocaine pretty heavily. I got divorced because of my addictions. I lost my job. Then I squandered my entire 401k away within a year and a half because my addictions lost all my money I had bought my homes with and just came to the point where I just literally lost everything. My family was gone, my finances, my car. Parents, they told me about this program called Teen Challenge, and I said, I'm not doing it. Things kept getting worse. I finally said, okay, if my rock bottom, said, fine, I'll go. And I went to this faith-based treatment center, like I said, called Teen Challenge in Arizona. And that was where the Lord met me in a radical way, and it just absolutely saved my life. Yeah, it was crazy. I was actually the kind of guy that never thought I needed help. So it's kind of wild. I never, even when I call my parents up and they suggest a treatment program, I'm like, I'm not calling you for that. Like, why are you suggesting me to get into a treatment program? That's not what I want. That's not what I asked for. I never asked for help before in my life. I think kind of cried out to my parents in a moment of weakness, and but that's how they wanted to help me, and they thought that's what the kind of help they thought I needed, even though I thought I never needed help. So I'm glad I took it. I had never read the Bible before or had any really intentions of doing much of that when I went to the Teen Challenge, but that's where everything just changed for me. I think the breakthrough moment was accepting Christ in my heart and going on that journey with him. And then, like I said, I saw like miracle after miracle happen in my life. Things that I never thought were possible for me ended up being possible for me. I feel like he really did a full 180 in my heart when it came to a lot of the issues I was having. So my breakthrough was literally the moment I stepped in those doors, Teen Challenges, when everything changed for me. I had two daughters. It was a 13-month program that I went through. And after the program, it was kind of crazy. I never thought I'd see my family again, but we ended up talking, and she while I was in the program, I started because I wanted to start talking to my kids again. I hadn't seen them in like 2.5 years, and I wanted to start talking to my children again after I got sober. And we eventually started talking, and long story short, after the program, she said she saw a miracle happen to me and wanted to remarry me, which was kind of crazy to me, and I think to her as well. So we just got, I just moved here from Arizona to Florida about 9 months ago, and that's about when we got remarried to, about eight to 9 months ago, we just got remarried. And I got reunited with my Lord, reunited me with my family, and restored everything that I lost.
What do you think your wife would say about your recovery?
Yeah,
Like,
it's come full circle, and I don't know, I think she, like I said before, I think she'd say it's a miracle. I think she was something that she never thought was possible. Her friends would ask her, would you ever get back with Wade? Would you ever get back with Wade? She's like, probably not. She's like, there would have to be a miracle. And I think it was a miracle she probably didn't even believe in. And I don't blame her, because I was so deep in the things that I was in. I was just doing terrible things. I wanted to give up my rights to my own children even. I was just not right in my own mind. And that miracle happened. So I think she would say that it's both of us would say it's somewhere where we never thought we'd be again. But man, that's how good the grace of God is that we're here now, and we have this completely newfound love for each other. And yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And can you share a moment where you felt like a significant breakthrough in your recovery?
Yeah, I mean, the break for me, obviously, like I said, being faith-based, and I had never read the Bible before or had any really intentions of doing much of that when I went to the Teen Challenge, but that's where everything just changed for me. I think the breakthrough moment was accepting Christ in my heart and going on that journey with him. And then, like I said, I saw like miracle after miracle happen in my life. Things that I never thought were possible for me ended up being possible for me. I feel like he really did a full 180 in my heart when it came to a lot of the issues I was having. So my breakthrough was literally the moment I stepped in those doors, Teen Challenges, when everything changed for me.
How do you handle like cravings or triggers now, if you ever have them?
So that's again faith-based. I do a lot of meditation, reading of the Word, the Bible, a lot of praying, talking to the Lord. I mean, like I said, to me, I'm not really religious. I just have a relationship with Jesus. That's all it is for me. I have a relationship. So I have accountability partners and buddies I can reach out to as well. That's super important for me that are still in Arizona. I don't know a lot of people here yet, but I'm trying to get more groups. And then lastly, wise counsel, I call it. So I got my accountability partners, and then I also have my wise counsel, which is for me is my parents. So anytime I need help and I need someone to talk to, my parents have, fortunately for me, have always been there for me, which has been amazing. I say there's always help out here. I say reach out to anybody like that. For me, it was my parents. You could, someone like me, even like a peer support specialist, a counselor, a good friend, someone else, parents of a friend, just anyone that's gonna steer you in the right direction. Maybe, like I said, you go with someone like me as a peer support specialist, or you go with some a treatment program, or someone that can refer you out to the right help that you need. Like, because I think people should accept any pathway to recovery, and whatever that pathway is for you, whatever that can work for you, then that's what it is, and someone can be able to help you along that journey.
What kind of advice would you give to the families?
My parents, all they could, sometimes, I guess it depends. For me, I was just so stubborn and so deep in my addiction that I didn't want to hear anything from anybody, right? I think that happens a lot of times. So all my parents could do was just hope and pray for me that someday I would turn things around, and it's hard because that person has to want it. You can't just force that person into recovery. So all I can say is keep at it, keep praying, keep contacting them, keep asking what can I do to help. And it might take, for me, I mean, it took 16 years. It was a long time. My parents praying and hoping that everything would turn around for me, but eventually I really do think it will. Persistence. Yeah.
And how has your life and perspective changed, or your perspective on life since beginning your recovery journey?
Yeah, like I told you earlier, I never thought this could be. I never thought my life would be this way. Like, for me, it's crazy. Like, I had a crazy good job when I was young. I left that job. I make probably 3 times less money I make right now. I could literally care less. Like, the world just, I don't know how to describe it other than the world just completely faded for me. It was like everything's gone. I had all the material things I wanted, and those things mean nothing to me anymore. Like, I never loved anyone, and now all I want to do is love people. And I understand now what it means to love myself. So just giving back and having all the things of the world just fade for me, and having this newfound love, like true love in my heart for God and for the community around me and people, that's what means everything to me.
That's awesome. What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to my biggest dream is like speak to people. I don't know. This was never me. Like I said, everything that's changed for me is things that all the things I thought I'd never enjoy are things I enjoy now. So I would love to start speaking more to people about my testimony, getting inside churches or meetings, different type of meetings, churches, like obviously not just churches, but anywhere that would accept me to be able to speak on recovery and my testimony. Just to be able to touch one person's heart is all that matters to me. Even if it's just, if I speak to a room of like 50 people and it touches one person, that means the world to me. So I would love to just keep moving forward and in that, maybe do some more public speaking is something that I'm extremely interested in.
That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to.
And how do you think that society could better support, like society as a whole could better support people who are struggling?
Yeah, I think there's unfortunately there's a lot of stigma out there, and if we can, anything we can do that to help break that stigma, and society can, I think the one biggest thing for us is handing out Narcan, and society can even contribute and just taking a Narcan and adding that to their first aid kit that's in their car or their house, and they never know when someone could be overdosed and they could save someone's life. So for me, the distribution of Narcan is huge. I think the community can help out by just taking some of that